Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Tech Sheck. And now we have a special session trying to stay in touch with the latest and the greatest in Pakistan. And today, well, guess what? We have Bird here in California. We're going to have a Bird in Pakistan. I wanted to introduce Mohammad Hadi with EZBike. Mohammad, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Faruk. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on. So let's dive right in, Tech Check style. Tell us what's going on. What are you up to, and what's EZBike?
Well, we're really excited, Faruk. This week we launched Pakistan's first electric bike sharing service by the name EZBike. We believe it's a revolution in mobility in Pakistan. There's a tremendous need for this. Up until this point, in a country where only 10% of people own a vehicle of any kind, and most people are dependent upon a substandard public transportation system, the only innovation that's taken place in mobility of any real impact has been ride-hailing. And while ride-hailing has made some improvements to people's lives, there's still a lot of work to be done. So we think there's a second wave of mobility disruption that's just waiting to happen in Pakistan, where we can improve the lives of the middle-income consumers by putting in place a well-designed, cheap, and easy-to-use transportation system in the form of shared bikes. And so that's what we've done with EZBike. We're running a pilot today, and we will be expanding it pretty rapidly across Islamabad and then launching in Lahore and Karachi in the coming months. And the idea is, look, to build something that is user-friendly, that addresses the needs of the population by providing something which is cheaper than ride-hailing, more convenient and flexible to use than ride-hailing, and is environmentally friendly.
Awesome. Well, I've got a little off-the-cuff question here. And I've seen plenty of bicycles in Pakistan. How many people actually know how to ride a bicycle in Pakistan, out of curiosity?
I don't have the exact numbers on that, but our experience thus far in the few days we've been operating has been that, look, our electric bikes are very easy to operate, and we haven't had an issue with people being able to use them so far. One thing that's really important to us, though, on a related note, is to make this an inclusive product for women, to empower women to be able to get around. I think that could be, in some cases, a bit of a learning curve in order to operate that, because not a lot of women in Pakistan do ride bikes. But look, the status quo is that in the ride-hail market, in the two-wheeler market, which is the more affordable product for the common man, women are, in this conservative society, effectively excluded. So we think that's very important to have something that they can ride themselves, or in the case where we have two-seaters, maybe they can even ride with a relative if that's comfortable for them. But that's part of what we're trying to do here.
Awesome. Okay, good. And you jumped ahead and jumped right into my question about the female component, which we're all familiar with. So thank you for that. Sure. So moving along, financials. What was your thinking around this? What do you see financially happening, revenue-wise, the next 3 years?
Look, it's a very large addressable market. Mobility in Pakistan, we estimate in major urban areas that the transportation market is around about a $3 billion total addressable market. Up until this point, you've seen tech-enabled mobility solutions such as ride-hailing and bike taxis carve out around about I would estimate around about an 8% market share. But there's still a lot of work to be done. I mean, the largest component, as we see it, is still taxis. And buses are a funny one because we're partially looking to disrupt the bus market, the bus and van market, but also to complement it. The government's been making strides in building out some mass transit systems, and so we think we can make those more effective by providing a last mile solution. In terms of numbers, we see this as a very large opportunity. If you look at ride-hail, they've got around about a $250 million business in Pakistan today. Bike taxis have carved out about a $50 million space in 3 years. So we're looking to replicate that. We think we can rapidly deploy bikes and capture the first mover advantage. That's critical to our strategy. Over a 5-year period, I see this as comfortably a $150 million revenue opportunity.
Fantastic. Well, love the succinctness and appreciate that. I think that's something that people here are always looking to understand. So moving to the last question, last but not least, how can the diaspora help? What are you guys looking for? Funding, expertise?
I guess a couple of things. I'll say that this is a complex business, and that's one of the things we love about it. The barriers to entry are pretty significant because, from a tech standpoint and an operations standpoint, it's very challenging to run a bike sharing business, and I'm sure members of the diaspora know. For those people who are involved in it, who've had exposure to it, the operations of it, how to charge, what bikes work well, what electric bikes are not good, et cetera, et cetera. We welcome expertise. We're learning ourselves as we go. We think we've done quite a lot of R&D on it, so we know what we're doing, but I would always welcome further advice and guidance there. But yeah, primarily we're looking to raise a seed round to expand the business. Our company is Romer Technologies. It is a Pakistani registered company, which raised an angel round end of last year. So we're using that to run our pilot program. And then we're going to look to do a pretty large round. We've had tremendous success in the last few days, in the week that we've been active. Literally in 7 days, we've got about 15,000 app downloads. It's the 4th ranked app on the App Store, so we couldn't be happier. Response from the street has been phenomenal. We are at about a 3x utilization rate than what we had modeled, with a zero marketing budget in the first few days. We'll see how that pans out as we increase fleet size and move to new geographic areas, but it looks phenomenal, and we're getting a huge amount of press coverage here in Pakistan. So we're tremendously excited. We think we've got an opportunity to quickly capture first mover advantage. For the diaspora, we're looking to raise a seed round in the coming weeks and months. So for anyone who's interested, they're welcome to come to us. We'd welcome investors, whether it's institutional money, whether it's VCs or family offices, or just people who want to get involved. That's definitely the plan.
Sounds great. Well, wonderful. Hey, look, it's Tech Sheck style. We're wrapping up. Thank you very much for joining us today. This is great. Wish you guys the best of luck. Very cool and interesting concept. Looking forward to see where this goes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for our audience out there, thank you as always. As you see, the Tech Sheck train keeps rolling. 2 episodes a week now. We want to make sure that the positivity keeps permeating around the world. And with that, thank you very much for joining us today. Have a great one. Thank you, Hadi.